Hello, I am Centimus Prime, and here I will be unboxing the LEGO Creator set number 31145 Red Dragon. And to start this off, we will be taking a look at the box itself. And here on the front, we do have a nice display of the sort of primary builds, your primary creator build for the set, as well as the two secondary builds displayed here on the side, because it is one of them 3-in-1 sets. And then we have our background, which is pretty simple. It's a lot of like polygonal, geometric background, very simplistic, like polygonal shapes. You do have like a little castle there in the background. It's okay. You do have the Lego logo, and creator there next to Lego. And over here we do have the recommended age, the number, the name, and the number of parts used to build this set. Yeah, very nice. Turning it over to the top, here we do have more displays of each of the three different builds. And over here in our little size comparison, in our little size display, as a little like size display corner, we do have the eyepiece here, an actual 1:1 scale, so that you would have at least somewhat of an idea of how big this set might be. And of course, Lego logo. Turning over to this side, not much going on here. Just Lego Creator and words and stuff. Warning labels and choking hazards. Advertisement for one of Lego's apps. Not a whole lot. Turning over to this side, again, not a whole lot going on. Just stuff you would typically put on the bottom of your packaging. Over here on this side, we do have once again, we do have that shot. We do have that display shot in the front. The same one in the front. And a lot of words and things. Well, again, not a whole lot. And here we have the back. Again, not a whole lot going on with the back. We do have more nice display shots of each of the separate builds. Not separate, but each of the individual builds. Each of the builds has like their nice little like display and whatnot. And each one also has like their own little background thing going on. Obviously with the dragon, you got like more of the stuff you would see in the background, just with less clouds and more trees. Over here we do get a little bit of an underwater setting, but it's also very polygonal in the background, so not a whole lot going on there. And the birdie here appears to be in the same shot as this one, but just in one of the trees, and he appears to be closer to the castle, I would think. Oh, that's interesting. Haven't seen that in the background of the creator set before. And of course, we do have our little punch hole tab thing. Very nice. And with that, with that out of the way, let's now get the set open. So you do have this punch hole tab thing, which you would normally just punch through. But what I like to do is I like to grab one of my Lego brick separators and just open it using this. So what I do is I insert it in here, and I knock it side to side, opening that up, and there I can get this open, and And there we have that open. And so with that, let's now go ahead and dump the contents out, put the box back together, and set that, well, really in the background, I would guess, since it's not a very large box. And so here we have the contents of our box. Not a whole lot going on here. You have three separate baggies. And we do also, and because this is a creator set, we also do get 3 separate instructions. So we can easily go ahead and start with the largest one, that being the primary build. Very nice. Smell good. First page in. Very nice. Don't want to get too much into the build itself. But I want to check out the instructions at least. Oh, very cool. Here's the back. And over here we do have advertisements for several other sets. Like the giraffe, which I heard was a pretty good giraffe build. Got a nice camera there, an astronaut. Got these roller skate ones, which is pretty interesting, because they actually have the tire pieces in parts in colors other than black, which is nice. Yeah, very cool. Very, very nice. Set that off to the side. Let's take a look at the parrot one next. Again, not a whole lot going on here. Back here we do have a little hippo with wings, so that's entertaining at least. But yeah, even less going on with these smaller ones, as expected. Yeah. Oh, okay, here we have a little piggy with legs even longer than a giraffe is tall. Okay. Okay, yeah, here's what I'm looking for. Here is the parts list. Yeah, okay, yeah. And here are the parts lists. I do like to look through these. Very nice. Yeah, very cool. So there you have your parts list in there. Very, very nice. And there we have our instructions. Now, let's get into the parts themselves. So, to start things off, we can go ahead and knock the littlest bag out of the way first. So, boom. Let's bring that in closer to show you what's going on here. Okay, interesting. Something that sticks... Yeah, a couple things do stand out to me. For one thing, 5 of these Mixel ball joint pieces. It's always nice. I always like getting more of these Mixel ball and socket joint pieces. Those are pretty nice. We do have 3 of these 1x2 rounded pieces in red. Cool. Pretty cool to get those in that color. Very nice. I also got 2 of these sort of curved curved plate things in red. Those ones pretty interesting. We do have 6 of these corner tile pieces. 3 in red and 3 in this really light aqua blue. Very nice. We have 2 of these brackets in red. Nice to get red brackets. We got 1 of these curved pieces in red, and 3 of them in this sort of pale yellow. Very nice. And of course we got 3 of these 1x2s no, 4 of these 1x2s in that same pale yellow. Cool, cool. Not a whole lot of parts in that first bag, but it's no big deal. Well, let's go ahead and move on to the next largest, the middle bag of the 3. Let's pour these out. And let's start digging into here. Got a lot more other pieces in here. Ooh, this part's interesting. Is this the only one in here? Like, yeah, this is pretty cool. It's like a half circle. It's like a 1x2. It's like a jumper plate, but it's like half of a circle. Like, that's pretty cool. That's nice. One of those in red. We also got, and before these all roll away, you have 1, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my goodness, a lot of these. Yeah, 6 of these mixel ball joints this mixel ball joint pieces that are connected to an axle. These these mixel axle ball joint pieces. 6 of those in light gray. Very nice. We also got 2 of these pneumatic bar pieces in black. We also got 2 of these types of hinges in light gray. We also got 2 of these kinds of brackets in red. That's cool. We also got one of these mixel ball joints with the bar connection in darker gray. That's nice. We also got 3 of these clear pieces. It's like a stud, but it's connected to... Dang, slipped out of my hand. Like I was saying, we do have 3 of these pieces in the trans clear. Like I said, it's connected to a hollow. There's a hollow stud connection up here, but it's also connected to this. There's also on this end. There's also this connection where it's a bar connection, but it's at like an angle. So that's interesting. Got 3 of those. We got 2 of these like modern finger pieces in this beige color. Got 2 of those. Nice getting more of these modern like finger pieces. Neat. We also got 4 of these tooth pieces in like these sort of tooth bracket pieces in beige, as well as 2 of these small horn pieces, some small like bull horn pieces in beige. Neat. We also got one of these like a ratcheting like Technic pieces in the darker red, as well as one of these 1x2s with the ratchet like clip, with the ratchet clip piece at connection at the side. Got one of those in red. We also got some more rounded pieces, like these 2x2 rounded tiles in red, as well as 2 of the same part in white and with this eyeball printing on them. I think that's real neat. So we got 2 of each of those. Got 2 of these Technic adapting pieces in red. Speaking of Technic, we also got three of these kinds of Technic pieces. The Technic pin with the stud connection at the top, and it also has friction in that connection. Got three of those in red. Very nice. We got two of these curved pieces in this medium azure color, as well as two inverted curved pieces in black with the studs. Two of those. We got 7 of these corner pieces in this medium azure color, and two of these round corner tiles in this medium azure color. Nice. We also have 3 of these 1x1 pieces in this pale yellow. We also got 4 1x2s in the maroon color, the dark red, as well as 4 of these pieces, the studs with the hollow bar connection, they're in the middle. We got 4 of those, again, in this dark red. Very nice. We also got one of these round boat piece thing in pink. Got one, that's neat. And we also have 5 2x2 plates in red. So that's pretty neat. And then already we're on to our final bag. Nice. Boom. Let's get that out of the way. Now let's pour these parts out so we can see what's inside. So in here we do get some interesting parts. So picking out some of the larger pieces first, we have these large arch pieces. You have these arch pieces. You got one of this kind of arch piece in red and one in the pale yellow. So pretty neat. We also have quite an interesting selection of pieces. Oh, we got 2 of these rounded pieces in red. Got 2 of those. Nice to get to these in more colors. Nice. We also got 2 of these kind of pieces in red. These sort of almost like half pipe looking pieces in red. Nice to see those. We also got some of these one of these smaller arch pieces, one that's way smaller than this one, this smaller arch piece in red. And we also got a good bit of the super small arch pieces in other colors. We got 2 of them in the regular yellow, so it's not the pale yellow, but the regular yellow, and 4 of them in red. Very nice. We also get there's quite a bit of stuff in here. We got these parts are interesting. So we got 2 of these. Well, they're basically these parts are half the size. They're like a super miniaturized version of these pieces. Again, we have 2 of them, and they're both in red. But these are interesting. I can definitely see these being used as some sort of a shoe or foot design. That's nice. That's nice. That's cool. We also got two of these pieces. These like black sort of corner plate pieces. Interesting. With with this like curve on the inside. Very nice. Two of those. We also got two of these pieces, which are these like small, like just like these small like 3x3 plates, but they have one corner rounded off. Two of those in red. We also got this piece, which is basically like your inverted like a slope thing in red. Nice. We got two of these sort of macaroni pieces. Do not eat these, by the way. Got like two of these like macaroni like Technic pieces in red. Very nice. We also got two of these like toothed 1x2 plates. These like 3-toothed ones on the side. And got two of those in beige. We also got one of these like clip things in the regular yellow. The regular bright yellow. We got two of these curved pieces in the pale yellow. We got two 2x2 plates in the pale yellow, and as well as a 2x4 in pale yellow, as well as two of these 2x4s in red, the plates. And we also got, we got three of these kind of pieces, which are basically like your sort of like texturing, you're like your texturing kind of bricks. I'm not exactly sure what these are called, but like this is what they look like, and there are three of them, and they are in red. So nice. We also got one of these pieces, which are super interesting, because it's basically a 2x2 plate, but instead of it all being anti-studs on the bottom, there's a row of anti-studs, but there's also this like bar connection thing. There's like a couple bar connections on the bottom. That's interesting, and a couple of hollow stud connections, bar connections here in the middle of the studs on top of that. Pretty neat. Now, aside from that, we also do get four of these kind of small like thin pieces in red. You can use this in like a couple various ways. That's pretty cool. We also got one of these fender pieces with the molded in lights. We got one of these in red. Pretty cool. We also got two of these brackets, of these kind of brackets in the maroon color. We got one of these kind of snot brick pieces in the maroon color. We got two like we got like two of these 1x2 Technic bricks in the maroon color, and one of these one of these pieces, these like relatively more recent piece, once again in this maroon color, the dark red. It's like pretty interesting. It's kind of like a tile, but there's a base, what's basically a 1x2 connection here, like basically fused together with it. It's not actually fused, it's all molded together, but it does look like a it does look like someone like glued a 1x2 piece onto a 2x2 plate, but it is an interesting piece, and it comes in the maroon color. So there's that. Oh, there's a fifth one of these. Oh, so you get like 5 of these. Got it. You got 4 of these kinds of. Yeah, we got 4 of these kinds of this kind of snot bricks in red. Cool. And 2 simple 1x2 bricks in red. And aside from that, here we have the rest of the parts, which are the Mixel socket joint pieces. So we got 5 of the more horizontal variants, and we got 7 of the more vertical variant. So that's pretty neat. That's cool. I like that. And with that, we've taken a look at all the parts in this set. And we have the instructions back there. I am impressed. I do enjoy the selection of parts that this little set has to offer. I think it does give me a lot more. It does give me at least a good bit more of the Mixel kind of pieces, the toe ball joint kind of pieces, which are really fun for me because I absolutely adore using these in various mocks. And we also got a nice variety of red pieces. We got a little bit of medium azure thrown in. We also got a decent amount of this pale yellow color, of parts in this pale yellow color, so that will be interesting to work with. So yeah, like overall a very nice selection of parts, and it was a pretty good unboxing. I'm liking this. Now, unfortunately, I'm not going to be doing like the unboxing and review thing for this set in particular. And yes, I know it is one of the smaller like Lego sets, the more like $10 variant ones, and which for pretty much any other like Lego theme, like a small Lego set like this would be absolutely ideal for my like unboxing and review videos. But because this one is 3 builds in one, you have 3 separate models in here. That would basically mean that I would have to like stop the camera and like build each one off camera, and that would just take a pretty long time on my end, and it would be it wouldn't be exactly all that great for me. It would. So, like, long story short, I just don't really feel like doing these Creator 3-in-1 sets as like an unboxing and review in one video. But something I will do is I would make smaller separate videos for each build, reviewing each build separately, and showing you the builds, and showing you each build separately. So that's something I can do, and I absolutely can't wait to like build all 3 of these and let you know what I think of each of these 3 builds. And that's about it. And with that, I think that'll be it for this unboxing. If you enjoyed the video, consider to like and subscribe, and maybe even comment if you want. And of course, I will be posting again sooner or later.